Hey everyone, welcome back. It is Winey Girl here. Today I have a new guest and I'm super excited. I am joined today by an amazing woman who has so many accolades. I don't even know where to start. She is a mom of 4. She is a beauty queen. She is about to be TikTok royalty. You can follow her at Megerdegger with 2 G's in each word. The list goes on and on, honestly. So we might as well just get into it. I can't wait to wine with her. And you know what to do. Grab a glass, pour a drink, come wine with us. Welcome, Miss Meg Mayo.
Hello, beautiful.
Hello.
Yay.
So how are you? Cheers.
Oh, cheers.
Yay.
Like, yay.
Clink.
Clink.
How's it going? Are we losing our mind yet? I'm losing mine. I haven't even had a sip. Let me have a sip because this is, we're going to get into it.
Okay, no, I'm already like half a bottle in. So we're good. And I brought a backup bottle in case.
Well, you got to have a backup bottle.
If we get real serious.
Yeah. Mine's like 5 feet away. So if I have to make an emergency dash for a backup bottle, I will do that.
You'll be like, you keep talking.
Yeah. Just hold down the fort.
Yeah. You just continue on with this.
That's right. That's right.
So we're surviving.
Meg, I'm so excited that you're here.
I'm so excited.
I'm so excited you're joining me because I think people were getting a little sick of Paul. I don't know. Hopefully his fan base doesn't drop off after this.
Are you getting sick of Paul?
You know what's funny is I have seen less of him now that we've been in quarantine than I usually do because during sales stuff, I usually go to like a lot of the network events with him.
Yeah, right.
And now
you're just not doing that.
No, we're not out. We're not about. We're not doing anything. So he locks himself in his office and I just play teacher and, try to be a good mom.
I am not a very good elementary school teacher.
I'm not either, nor a middle school teacher is what I found out.
Well, because I have 5th grade and under, and so we're not doing any middle school. Like, I think I could do like high school if I had to.
Yeah. I don't know. Could I do high school or could I just hope that my kids would have the autonomy to do it on their own and I wouldn't have to manage it?
See, my oldest has a lot of autonomy. Like, he's really good. Like, he's like, I will get like 5 questions a week from him where he needs help, but he's pretty good. The rest of them.
That's my youngest. So my youngest.
This is why I'm drinking.
Is the most, right? This is my youngest is the most independent out of all 3. So what grades do you have? Because we have 4th, 6th, and 8th.
I have 5th, 2nd, 1st, and preschool.
Oh my gosh. So what do you do with the preschooler?
She's the worst.
I can imagine. Because how do you keep her occupied?
She's like they're mailing packets to us, but like she gets through it like that because she's like she's sharp as a little tack. Like she is my brightest little crayon in my box.
But then do you have to entertain her afterwards?
And then I have to entertain her, and she's like, I want homework, and I'm like, I come up with these very great things, and I'm like, you're gonna trace the letter B like 5 times, and I'm like, that should keep her busy for like 15 minutes so I can go over and put this fire out. And I give it to her, and then she's just like, here.
Oh man.
I'm like, so there is a point in the day where I'm like, here's the Netflix remote.
Right.
Because I just can't, like, I am giving her as much as I can, but we have ABC Mouse, but we only have 2 laptops in the house, and then my phone, and like,
so you're trying to do 4 kids,
4 different grade levels,
2
4
devices,
different attention spans, 2 laptops, and 1 table, and 1,300 square feet.
Oh, no wonder you're half a bottle in already. Because are you getting the Sunday Scaries? Because I never knew what the Sunday Scaries was until I became a homeschool teacher, and now I understand it.
I have never heard that, but I don't need a definition.
Yeah. The definition for me is when I open up my email at 5 p.m. on a Sunday and I have 6 emails from different teachers about what they're doing this week. And I'm like, my anxiety starts building. and I just have to close out of it. I'm like, I'll just read it tomorrow.
Yeah.
Tomorrow. I can't even look at it. I'm even getting goosebumps thinking about
Oh, okay. Let's stop talking
tomorrow.
about the emails then.
Let's just drink it.
Yeah, just drink. We'll forget it. That's a Monday morning problem. It's still Sunday night.
It's not real. That's tomorrow.
That's tomorrow. Someone's got a case of the Monday.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, it'll be fun to see how this, because so you guys go through May. Did you say you go through May 30th?
I think May 24th was going to be our official last day.
That sounds about right for ours too.
We only this week got the official from the governor that no more school for the rest of the year. We were
this week?
We were still holding on hope that we were going to do it, because a lot of the models show that we can reopen by May 10th. Our governor is being very, very conservative about things. So I don't think that we will open at that point. But I think the superintendent of schools and the governor were really trying to hold out hope that they were going to reopen the schools. And so last week they announced on, I think Tuesday or Wednesday, that they were just not going to reopen for the rest of the year. They were going to call it. And so we have not gotten any change in directives from our principal about, and we're the difference too though is we're a private school.
Okay.
So we kind of have a different oversight. They take guidance from the state superintendent, but they don't take directions. So we're kind of just going at status quo and waiting to see. I just don't see the point of continuing for 3 more weeks at this pace.
No, when I had heard some of the schools were considering opening at on May 15th, I'm like, well, what is the point of that? So you can have a end of year party or something and then say goodbye, and then everyone gets sick. So I don't know.
And our 5th grader is very, very upset. Oh my God, there's some sort of craziness going on the outside of that door. And I'm not I am
I'm in my room.
I'm sheltered in place. I told them I'm going to, one moment, let me go threaten some lives.
Okay. You go ahead. We'll be here. Okay. See, I've never used, so I've used Zoom for a couple calls. So you're back. You figured out the kids and they're fine. They're all alive. They'll figure it out.
We're good. Yeah. They're, as long as they don't bleed on the carpet, we're fine.
That's what we always say before we go somewhere. We did a date in the basement the other last weekend. And I said before we went downstairs, it was bones, blood, or fire.
Yes.
If there aren't one of those 3,
no, sorry,
you don't need me.
No, it's
figure it out.
Yeah.
Figure it out.
Yeah.
So okay. So you're homeschooling. You're doing what everybody else is doing. Not going back.
Yeah.
We're done.
No, we're done.
You had one of the weird states that waited an absurd amount of time to kind of close its borders and stuff. Well, not even close its borders, just kind of close down in general, right?
Yeah. I mean, we were I want to say a week to 10 days behind everybody. Okay. But our cases, I mean, I think we were the last state with a confirmed case.
Wow. Now, is that because you had testing or you didn't have do you know what?
It's very iffy.
Yeah.
It's very iffy.
Yeah.
About what that was about. But also, I mean, we kind of people don't really go here. And it was not shocking that our first case was in the Eastern Panhandle because it's very close to DC.
Right.
And a lot of people live in DC or live in the Eastern Panhandle and commute to DC for work. So it was not shocking that was sort of our epicenter. I think we maybe have oh God, this is probably not correct, but I want to say we have 300 in some cases total.
Okay.
We're very, very low.
That is really low.
And our deaths are pretty low. And our deaths are comorbidity and elderly people.
Okay.
I don't think I've pretty much stopped watching the news. I just can't handle it.
I can't handle it either.
But I think that we have not had anybody really under I would say 55 that has passed away.
That's good. I mean, we've had, I think most of our cases were older, over 65 at least. And then we had a few that were in the younger range, they're calling them younger, which I guess the older I get, I'm like, that's.
Yeah, you're stop calling these people old.
It's really close to my age.
I am almost 40.
Yeah.
Can we stop that?
I know. So, but we had a few, but I don't think, I don't know. I know that where I'm from in Michigan, they are just getting slaughtered up there.
Yeah, I
I don't
have
know
some
what's
friends
going on.
in Detroit, and it's like it's really scary.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. Well, on a brighter note, we're both alive and
That's right.
we're here and we're
Just
drinking wine
here.
together. I miss your
Ah.
face. I'm
Oh
so
my
happy to see
God.
you.
It's been too long, and I still like fuzzy slippers, like from the
Yes.
last time we did a
Yes.
FaceTime. I'm still wearing
Yes.
fuzzy slippers.
And did you have to get out of the car when you were driving with your fuzzy slippers on
No,
before? Okay,
no, I
so
just
there you
drove
go.
straight up there to Parkersburg
There you
to the
go.
hotel and just walked in with the fuzzy slippers and made a scene because that's what
Nice.
I do. And
Nice.
yeah, no,
Nice.
I'm
So
not putting real
you're
shoes back on.
that if you don't have to, I mean, I did.
Mm.
I put a bra on today for this, and I'm
I mean,
like,
I've
why
got
am
a,
I even doing this? I don't know why
I
I'm
got a
putting a bra.
sports bra on. I wore a real bra yesterday because I got some
Yeah,
new things. So if you have the extra funds for shopping,
yeah, yeah.
there's some good sales.
I bet because everybody's
So
just so hard up to get
now you got
people
to
to
wait on
buy.
shipping. Shipping is really, really long. But like
Yeah,
I got like this top from Victoria's Secret for like $8.99. Like,
yeah.
but I only bought loungewear. Like I have no because
Well,
I'm like
what
I'm
else
not
are you
gonna.
gonna buy?
Oh look, that cocktail dress is so pretty that I can
Exactly,
wear while I'm watching Netflix and eating everything in the
exactly.
house. Like
What's funny is Paul ordered stuff on Amazon. Like I want to say pretty much when Amazon made the announcement that they weren't going to ship anything that wasn't legitimately
yeah,
essential, and he ordered some stuff that was sort of essential and like gear, prepper gear, whatever it was. But then he ordered some stuff that it wasn't essential.
it's just
And
BS.
it was total BS. And he was like, where's my order? Why haven't they? And I'm like, it's not essential. You ordered toe rings for me. Like, they're not going to come in like 2 days.
Hilarious.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
But like, so we
yeah.
just got the order today. So now I get
Nice.
to sport my toe
Have
rings
some
this
toe
week.
rings.
I mean, I'm going to be 700 pounds, but I'm going to have some toe rings on.
I don't even like
Mm.
I just can't. Like I had after the shit show of a year I had last year.
Yeah,
Like
you had a rough go. 2019, you were ready to like hang
I
it
was
up.
like I was like 2020 is going to be my year.
God, don't you feel like everyone was like that this year?
By mid-March I was like, huh.
Yeah, no, I know. We were all just
Yeah.
shaking our heads, kind of like, okay.
We'll
Well,
try
there's
again
always
next year.
there's always
We'll try
2021.
again next year. We'll try again next
Yeah,
year.
there's always 2021.
But like I had like gotten back into swing of things. Like I was doing so good. I was
Oh
like,
my
the
gosh,
gym is my BFF. Like I've got my routine. I am good to go.
me too. It was so sad.
And they closed everything.
Uh-huh. We went to the gym probably 3 days into things really like the toilet paper was already gone, but
Yeah.
nothing had closed.
Yeah.
And we went to the gym and I thought that wasn't a smart move. We probably
Yeah.
shouldn't have gone because the amount of people that were there and it just, I mean, people are sweating and they're touching everything. And I
Everything.
mean, I wish that I could
It's a
go back.
it's
Oh,
a
it is.
petri dish with dumbbells.
Oh, totally.
Yeah.
Totally. And everybody's just
I
like, ugh,
they're
they're
like
all close to you.
I think gyms are part of phase one. And like
Yeah.
I
Louisiana, didn't they open all the
watch
gyms yesterday or
oh
the day
God.
before?
Well, I mean, they're Cajun. That's just
To all my Louisiana friends, apologies, but that shit is whack. I don't know why
that
you're
shit is
opening.
very whack.
I don't know why they are
I
opening
don't
that.
know when I will feel safe going back.
I,
Like,
I don't either because
that's very questionable.
we went out for a drive yesterday and
Yeah.
I still felt weird. Now there were tons of cars on the road, which I still am
Mhm.
kind of like, where is everybody
I
going?
know. I'm like, you guys we don't have that many essential workers. Like,
Right. So are they all
like,
just out
what are
for a
you
drive like me because they
doing?
hate the inside of their house and what it looks like?
Probably.
Maybe that's what it is. Maybe that's what
I
it is.
I am going out about once a week, um,
Yeah.
for foraging for goods.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
which is
Going out
code
like
for
walking
restocking the wine fridge.
Walking Dead style, just trying to accumulate all the alcohol
I
you
say
can.
that about every time that we go to the store. I'm like, why do I feel like it was
Yes.
just an episode of The
Yes.
Walking Dead? Like,
It's creepy,
insane.
right? When you
Yeah,
see people
it's
out
very
and you
creepy.
could. Now, I have not been in the grocery store. Thank goodness for Paul,
Yeah.
because I got too scared to go immediately when it started. Because I was thinking, because we watched too much Walking Dead and apocalyptic, like Shaun of the Dead, Walking Dead, all that stuff.
Yeah.
I just can't. I'm like, I can't go. I can't go.
For me, it's the attitude of people.
Yes.
I can't.
That's what
I
I've
really
heard.
cannot handle the attitude of people. Like,
Because you said you had some run-ins with some meanies down there.
oh my gosh. Like, I just, Friday when I was there, like, I just started being extremely vocal, behind my mask.
Oh, yeah.
But
Well, that's when you
I'm
can
like,
mouth the words and no one
yeah.
knows.
Oh
what
no, I
you're
wasn't even
saying.
mouthing. Like, it was out loud. I'm like, sure, just bump into me. That's fine. I just like, it's that. Yeah. Okay.
There's
then,
nothing like some good old passive aggressive confrontation. That's
right.
good. That's
And then like our grocery store has the arrows. So you're supposed to like go down this aisle and then back up the next aisle.
Yeah.
Apparently everybody failed kindergarten.
Don't they go to IKEA? Don't they know what IKEA is? They should know this stuff. You follow
Honey.
the
Honey.
path.
I think it's cute that you think that we have an IKEA in this state.
Is that not a thing over there? Not even in the state? Not even in the state.
Not one.
Oh, because you got to go to like DC probably, right?
Our closest one is 3 hours away in Columbus.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh,
yeah.
That's a bummer. I'm sorry.
Because
that could have really been a good training exercise for all of the people in your state.
If you want to go cow tipping, there's a whole lot of that around here.
That's true. But I don't think there's arrows that you need to follow when you go cow tipping. Like you just, it's a free for all, right?
How now, brown cow, and shove.
Just find them. It's just free for all.
I literally, like, I live in an urban area.
Yeah.
Of West Virginia, and by that I mean I live in an unincorporated town.
Okay.
Of maybe 12,000.
Nice.
And
that's
urban.
And you're still running out of stuff at the grocery store. It seems like that shouldn't be a thing.
They're not sending us anything. They're not sending us stuff. They're
like there's only 12,000 there. They don't need it.
No, like they don't even have teeth. They don't need toilet paper. Like, oh God. And now I'm like perpetuating stereotypes that I hate. And I shouldn't say that. Like, I love my people. I am born and bred here. I shouldn't say that. But my point was,
it's cool. I come from Michigan, and I'm ashamed. I am so ashamed of what's happening in Michigan right now with the protesters. But I digress.
Yeah. We won't even go there.
Proud of where we're from, but still think a lot of people are crazy. That's fine.
Definitely have that. But no, so like I have a cow field like that I can see from my very large urban apartment complex. Nice. I see cows. Okay. Like right out my window. So no, cows are everywhere. I don't even know how we got on the cow.
That's when you would.
There was IKEA. There was toilet paper. There were cows.
Well, because that's what you do when you want to go to IKEA. You can't do that. You got to go cow tipping instead.
Yeah, you gotta go cow. Yeah, like we don't have Swedish meatballs. We just have gravy and cows.
Yeah. Did you see though that IKEA released how to cook their Swedish meatballs at home? They released the recipe. Yeah. And it even has directions, like all the IKEA furniture has directions with the little people around the table. It's really cute. I think Jimmy Fallon had it on.
I love the IKEA.
It was really cute.
It was really cute.
Okay, we need to switch gears from IKEA and cow tipping and urban landscapes, if you will.
Landscapes, the urban landscape of West Virginia.
That's right. Tell me about TikTok, Mag, because I feel like I'm in the presence of a celebrity right now.
I am almost 850.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Like, I mean, that's nothing compared to some of these people who have like 2 million followers.
Oh yeah. No, I will say,
it's insane.
You're getting there. However, please tell the listening audience how long ago you signed up for TikTok.
5 days.
You MFer,
And
because
I think it was like 3 days ago, I had like 40
yeah.
followers. I want to
Okay.
say.
On day 3, you had 300 followers. You had over 300 followers. Because I made a note of it
Okay.
to
Okay.
talk about.
Okay.
Because I was like,
Okay.
she's TikTok famous. In 3 days, she had 300 followers. And then it just kept going.
Yeah.
And we just kept going back and forth with text of, oh my gosh, you have this
Oh my
many.
God.
Oh my God, I
Oh
have
my
this
God.
many.
Oh my God. Like, and I am a goal-oriented person. So like I have set those goals. Like I'm like, today,
I
this is
love
the
it.
number. And
I
I am
love
going
it.
to achieve it. Like,
So do you notice that a lot of people friend during certain amounts of times
yes.
during the day?
Yes.
Because I've kind of picked up on that too. I've been growing, though not as exponentially as you have been growing, but I have you need to be my marketing girl, obviously.
I'm here
Because
for it.
yeah, promote me.
I
But
mean, the
I've
duet is up. You just have to do your duet. It's ready. It's
oh
waiting.
yeah, that's right. We got
Everybody
another
stay
duet.
tuned.
Yeah, duet coming in the works.
Duet
If you
coming.
don't know, I'm the Winey Girl at the Winey Girl on TikTok, and then you're Megger Degger, right?
Megger Degger. Yes.
At Megger Degger with 2 G's and in each,
2 G's. Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
2 G's
Yeah.
each.
Okay,
Double
so
G,
go
double G.
follow us both.
Yeah, because it's so much fun. I'm
Yeah.
really enjoying it. Like,
Yours are good. You have good content, I will
I'm
tell you.
trying. Like, I'm trying. Yeah. Like, I don't think they're great, but they're good, and like
I'm
they're
just
witty
I'm
and.
impressed with how much you put on makeup. Like I clearly
Oh
I
God, I almost pulled my computer up because I laughed so hard when you said that.
I cannot myself together. I will wake up and I'll be like, oh, that'd be a great TikTok. And then I look at myself in my phone because you do the thing where you look at your phone and like you've got the triple chin.
Yeah,
And
you're
then
like looking down this.
yeah,
Like, you
and
got
then
to go high.
yeah, but then you get a glimpse and you're like, oh, I'm gonna need
I
some
can't even like.
foundation before this happens.
I can't even go like eye level because my freaking boobs. Like,
Oh yeah, do they take up like the whole screen? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I
I'm like,
definitely can't come from below because it's definitely not not a flattering
no,
angle. I mean, I'm sure to some
I'm like,
I'm sure to the
like,
creepy guys who follow my account it would be great. But I don't think my kids also follow my account.
do
So,
they? Yeah,
yeah, which I don't know. I
my
might have to block them. I don't know.
my
I don't know if this is
oldest is not into TikTok. So like he's the right age to
good.
like
Okay.
maybe have a TikTok, but like
Okay.
he's not into social media. He doesn't get it. He doesn't care
Yeah.
for it. Like he's
So my daughter is a TikTokaholic, and
yeah.
she is very, very into it. Like to the point where she gets so distracted doing other stuff because her face is just like it's like this all the time while she's trying to do other things.
Oh,
Yeah, it's
and
bad.
I pick up my phone and I
Bad.
have 3 TikTok notifications.
Well, you better go tend to your fans, Meg. I don't want to keep them
I
waiting.
have people waiting on me.
Please, people. I'll have my people call you. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine.
I don't have people. My people are in there trying to murder each other.
Well, not yet, but you will have people.
We'll
You will have
see.
people.
We'll see.
You have followers.
I have a note in my phone where like I'll be like doing something and I'm like, hey Siri, make a note. TikTok idea. Like, yeah. Oh no,
I
she's
love
gonna talk
that.
to me.
I don't have enough foresight
Yeah.
for that.
And I'm just like I get these like little like I'm like bing and I'm like, yeah, that would be a
I'm
really
always I love the fact that like you and other people I follow can do like advice things on TikTok.
That's kind of important to me. Like I enjoy the goofy stuff and I
Yeah.
enjoy like doing the trendy things, but like I
Yeah.
thought I also kind of like what do I have to offer to
Yeah.
somebody and harkening back to that shit show of a year. Like if
No
I
doubt.
can help somebody like with a little bit of encouragement through their shit show of a year because we all have one. It's true. So,
Definitely.
yeah.
Definitely. But you did a wonderful little TikTok segue. I think it was like a 2 to 3 part TikTok, wasn't it? About dating after divorce and just
So I
trying to
did
find your way
I did the 2-part dating the younger guy. I have a few more dating stories
Oh,
that
I'm
I'm going to put
excited.
up. But there was part 1 and part 2 about me going for the younger guy.
Yeah. Is this the guy with the kid?
Yes.
Yeah, man, that story. I you can share it on here because I mean, it's
so
ridiculous.
I will. Yeah. Okay. So I'll share it. So I went to like a happy hour thing with some friends of mine, and there was this really cute waiter guy, and he was clearly younger than me. I'm mid-30s. He looked like maybe mid-20s,
Right.
and the funniest thing was that like me and one of my gay best friends were there, and like
Yeah.
we were like, which one is he hitting on?
Isn't that tough? Because I
It
have this, I
was.
had the same
And
problem for a
then
while with a
I
friend.
was like, no, he's just
Ah,
wanting, like, he's just like, he's a service industry person. Like, he knows his audience. Like, he's just
yeah.
working for that tip. And then he, like, he like, was there, like, there. And I was like, okay,
In your bubble. He was in your bubble.
maybe this isn't just he wants 25% on his bill. Like, and then so he asked me for my number. And I was like, okay. So I gave it to him and we texted for a few days. And then so I was working downtown and he's like, it was like the day before, he was like, yeah, let's do something tomorrow. And I was like, okay. So then it's the day of, and he's
Yeah.
like, well, I don't know. Like he was like going back and forth like so much. And I'm like, well, it's like whatever, but like I need you to tell me because like I'm going 30 miles the other direction. Like
Oh, yeah.
if you want to meet up. So he was like, well, okay, like let's go get some coffee. So we go we go to this little coffee shop and we go in and we order and I didn't say this in the TikTok video because I didn't want to be that woman. He didn't buy my coffee.
Wait, what? Shut up.
Like $2.30.
It's a coffee. You
It's a
didn't even go to
coffee.
dinner. He didn't buy your
No, and he didn't
coffee.
buy my coffee. And I was like,
So how does this go? Okay, so how does this go? You get to the coffee shop, you both
hmm
walk in at the same time,
yes,
or
it's like this locally owned place downtown. He was waiting on the sidewalk.
okay.
And that's important to know for the later part of the story. He's
Right.
just standing there on the sidewalk.
It's a key
And
piece of information, people. You need to plug that away.
I parked like half a block away because parking downtown sucks in our town. So I had parked like half to a block away. And I walked up and I'm like, hey, it's good to see you. And he's like, all right, cool, let's go in and get a cup. And I'm like, all right.
Right.
And it's like, and it is really small. It's a very, very slender, like establishment. There is one table in there to sit at.
Okay.
And it was slightly chilly outside because it was like really early spring.
Okay.
But he's like, let's sit outside. So we meet on the sidewalk, we go inside, we order our coffees, and like I
So
paused.
you order, he orders, and then
Yes.
payment comes.
So
What happens? Does he back away? Like, what does he
I'm
do?
standing there, like we're standing at the counter, and like and I like pause, not out of like expectation, but like I'm just like
Come on.
waiting.
Come
Yeah,
on.
kind
I know
of.
you're a
Like,
feminist, but let's be real. Every woman pauses a
yes.
little to
So
see what's going to happen.
I pause and he just like, and I'm like, okay.
He just kind of looked at you like, no.
It wasn't even a thought in his head. Yeah.
Yeah, red flag. Mm.
So I pay for my
But
coffee
he's
and then
also younger, so maybe that's why,
yeah.
because it's
And
like that millennial brain or something.
yeah. So I order and I pay and then he orders and he pays and we get the coffees and we walk out, like we walk away from the counter and he's like, well, let's go sit like outside.
This is the best.
And I'm like, okay. And so we walk out and it's
Would
like
you think
slightly
it's so
chilly.
romantic? We're gonna sit on the street at a
Yeah, and I
bistro.
do. I enjoy sitting on the sidewalk and like eating my lunch or like having a glass of wine or like coffee or
Sure.
whatever. So I'm like, okay, like it's slightly chilly, but not so bad that it was like unbearable. So like we go sit outside and like it's a high top table and like it's like the only one outside because the establishment is, like I said, very,
Right.
very small.
Right.
So like we're sitting there and then he's like, and then he just like free willingly tells me this. Oh, that's
Oh,
almost too much. I needed to come out here and sit at this table and drink the coffee because my son is in the car right there.
oh my
And like
God.
he has like an SUV like with tinted windows like parked right there. And I'm like,
And he didn't lead with that. Like,
no. And you're
why
like, and
wouldn't
that
you
is my
lead with,
entire
with
like
that?
like when we were texting and he was like, that's clearly why he was going back and forth the day of like,
Okay.
I would like to meet you. No, I can't. Yes, let's meet. No, I can't. Like
Oh, do you
that's
think he had
clearly
childcare like fall through at the last minute?
no.
Did he
There
share
is a
this with you?
there is
Oh,
a part 3.
oh, there's a part 3. Everybody tune into TikTok to hear part 3.
There's a but wait, there's more.
Oh my
Because there is a
gosh.
surprise part 3 to
Oh
this
my God.
story.
Have you not released it yet? Have I not
I
seen it? I
have
thought I
not.
would.
I haven't.
Okay. Okay.
I haven't posted it
I
yet.
was just
But there
being,
is a
I was,
surprise.
okay.
So yeah. So like, had he texted me and been like, "Well, I don't think I can meet because I have my son today."
Yeah.
All the respect in the world.
You got
Like I
kids
get
too.
that.
He
Yeah.
knew that.
Yeah. Like I will. That's cool. Like I fine. Like we can reschedule.
So how old's the kid? Sitting in
Like
the car by
like top
himself alone?
toddler strapped into a 5-point harness
Oh my gosh. And the car's not running.
because
Car's running?
the car is running
We just
early
left it.
spring. So
Okay.
he's in the car and he's got his iPad and like I'm
I
like
can't.
I don't even know what to do at this
Yeah,
point. So
my jaw would be on the floor. I would be
I'm
like,
like
oh,
sipping
okay.
coffee and he's like, let me check on him. So like he opens the door and he's like, you okay, buddy? Okay, cool. And like shuts the door and comes back over and sits in front of me. And I'm like,
Oh, wow.
I have lost all of my appetite for this Sumatran blend that I am
Wow.
holding in my hand.
I
Like,
was really looking forward to some coffee, but thanks a lot.
yeah. And
Now
so
I'm
like
not.
I sat there for like another like 5 to 10 minutes and like entertained the conversation. And then I was like, okay, like, you know, I gotta get home.
You should
I
probably
got
tend to your child.
things I gotta do. And you seem like you're a little busy.
Yeah, maybe you're a little preoccupied with something,
Yeah.
like being a dad.
But like I would have had mad respect for him
Yeah. Yeah.
had he just been like,
He should have
I
led
have
with
my
that.
son. Yeah, that would have been like, I mean, not a panty dropper, but like,
Wow. Yeah.
I would
Things
have
are
been
getting
like,
rough. Things are getting rough when that's a panty dropper.
yeah, I mean, it was like one of my first
Ooh,
dating experiences
you've got your
post
kid.
separation. Like, yeah, like I mean, you know, I
Wow.
had dabbled, and I mean, you know, my whole complicated story, but
Yeah.
like, yeah, so like, but that
But
was like
that's a funny one. Like
that was
that's
really, I was like, and this is why we don't
yeah.
date men in their early 20s. Like, I think
Yeah.
he's like 23, 24.
Hmm.
So,
Yeah. He doesn't have
yeah,
a
but
spouse, or he does have a spouse and he just didn't tell you.
stay tuned for secret
Oh
surprise
dear. Oh, cheers
part
to that.
3. Yeah,
Okay.
I'll tell you
Okay.
what, I will record it tonight and
Mm. Please
I'll
do,
try to
because when
upload it
by the time I get this all edited and put together,
because
and
that is
then people can go check it out.
that is my most widely watched video. It's got like
That
14,000 views.
Oh, I
It's
bet. I think I've watched it like 3 times. I've
part
watched part
1.
1 and part
Yeah.
2 3 times because I'm like, you gotta see this. So I
Riveting.
like show
It's
it to Paul and I'm
riveting.
like, you
Yeah.
gotta see this. It's
Oh my
hilarious.
God. Oh my God.
That is great. I loved the TikTok comments from men of all people, men who
That
were,
okay.
I even comment, I like rage replied to the comment section on your TikTok because I was like, are you kidding me? You are not defending this man. They were
Oh my God.
defending him,
The
saying
one
he
who
made
told
time
me,
for you.
the
You should
one,
have
yes.
respected
He
that.
made time for you and you bailed on him.
Oh my gosh. Do you think that's him? Do you think it's his brother? Maybe it's
No,
somebody he knows has a TikTok
it
and
couldn't
knew
have
who you were
been.
talking
It couldn't
about.
have been. It couldn't
Oh
have
my
been.
gosh.
But like, I'm like, did you watch the story?
Yeah. I wonder if he didn't get like the full story.
And
Maybe he
then
did. Maybe he watched like a clip.
somebody else was like, well, I would have just like taken you, like met you at the park and and I'm like, no, still no. Like,
No, you could just like lead with
no.
that and be like, hey, I got my kid. It won't work out. And then let's
Yeah,
meet up
yeah. And then,
tomorrow
yeah,
or
like, let's do
something.
this tomorrow or let's do this next week or like whatever. Like,
Yeah.
way more
Because
appropriate
I mean, the whole
than,
point of like a first date is to kind of get to know each other. It's hard to do that when you're like distracted because a child is strapped into a harness in the car
yeah,
that's running right next to you. Yeah. Makes it a little
yeah.
distracting,
I
I
was,
bet.
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it was interesting.
Okay, so part 3 is coming up on
Part 3 is coming,
at
and
McGregor.
I have
Nice.
a few other like interesting story time, like
Nice.
dating
I'm
ones that
excited. I'm so
yeah,
excited. I'm so excited.
they're fun. They're
How
fun.
awesome. Well, I can't wait to see how many new followers you'll have by the end of this. But you've
We'll
already
see.
had a following because I don't know how many people know this about you, but like you are a beauty queen. Like you are a beauty pageant participant. And not only
Oh,
were you, but you just were.
I
Just
just was.
what? When
Yeah.
did that pageant end?
February.
February.
February, like February 28th or 29th or something like
Wow.
that. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it was my last one that I did.
So
Yeah.
tell me this. What is beauty pageant now versus
Mhm.
pageants? When did you used to do them? Like when did you first start doing them? What age were you?
Um, like like little.
Oh, you were like little.
Yeah, because my mother was Miss West Virginia.
Oh my God. Okay. Clearly. I feel like I'm in the room with a celebrity here.
Oh my
Oh
God,
my
girl,
goodness.
I come from royalty. Like,
Royalty. I know. TikTok, beauty queen. It's fine. West Virginia, Appalachia. It's like it's all the best parts.
it's a fairy tale.
It is
It's
a
a
fairy
fairy
tale.
tale.
It is a fairy
It
tale.
is a
My
fairy tale.
goodness.
No, so
Okay.
my mother used to put me in them when I was little.
Okay.
Not, and these are not like the glitzy, really weird, like lots of makeup.
So these aren't the Honey Boo Boo ones.
No, that, and I was
Okay.
trying to, I'm glad you said that because I was trying to find that in my head and it was not there. Um,
Oh, girl,
no,
I get
it's
that.
not.
Mama Boo Boo. I'm going to look like Mama Boo
Mm,
Boo when we get
mm-mm.
out of this quarantine. That's
Right? I am going to be my own TLC show when we get out of quarantine.
I know. We'll all have it.
So no,
Okay, so no glitz and glam, no
this is
like
not glitz and glam. This is
we're
not
freaking
Honey
out
Boo
with
Boo level.
hair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, this is just like little like frilly lacy dresses,
Okay.
girls like, ponytails and lace socks and all that stuff. It's not like the crazy shit.
Yeah.
Um no, my mother used to put me in them when I was very little.
Okay.
And then I kind of grew out of it. Like I didn't want to do it.
All right.
And then
Right.
I did a few in high school, but I was very awkward as a teenager. Like,
Oh, high five.
yeah.
Awkward teens. Yes.
Like
But this is what
yeah,
happens. This is what happens
it's
during awkward
true. It's
teens. You
very
end up
true.
looking
So
great in your 30s.
if you're an awkward teen
Yeah.
following our TikToks, like
Hang in
it's
there.
all
Hang in
right.
there.
It's your time is coming.
Yeah.
They're gonna
It'll be
age out
there.
of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you're
Totally.
gonna be fucking hot.
And then you'll go back to
Um,
beauty pageants. It'll be great.
so I no, I did a few when I was in high school, but I was very awkward looking. I was not comfortable
Yeah.
with myself. I was like knees and elbows. Like if you see my TikTok, you'll see my description of me dancing to TikTok dances, and that's pretty much what I
Yes.
looked like on stage.
Yes.
I was all knees and elbows. I
Oh
had
my
not
gosh.
developed. I am 5'10" and like 3/4, so like I'm ridiculously tall.
Yeah, which
So
is
when I
hard
was,
when you're a teenager and you're going to be that tall because you
oh my
get like,
God,
did you get growing
like
pains and like, oh, my
yeah,
legs are longer
yeah.
than my arms
And
and
then
my
like
arms are longer than my legs
and like nothing was developing anywhere else.
oh shoot,
So I
well,
just
that
was like
sucks.
this. I was just this
You're just a
for like
noodle. You were the
years.
weird, wacky, wailing,
I
inflatable
was.
arm tube man. That's awesome. That's awesome. I love it.
Exactly what I look
Yes.
like. So I was
Yes.
not comfortable on stage. I did not do well in pageants in high school. So I just kind of like again I gave it up. And
Right.
then I was kind of going through a rough phase in life, my divorce.
Yeah.
Um and a friend of mine was like, you should do this pageant for the Mrs. division. Like I was still married.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so but it like I was struggling real hard. Like I was driving the fucking struggle bus. And my girlfriend was like, you should do this pageant. Like I think it will help you. And I was like, I don't need validation for beauty. Yeah, like feminist rock. And she's like, slow down there. Like
Yeah.
that's not what this is about. And so and I did it and I loved it and I won. And like I've
That's
held like
awesome.
4 or 5 different titles. I think I've
That's
held.
freaking awesome.
And it's so much fun. And then of course, like I did the divorce. So like I gave up the Mrs. title, and then they
Yeah.
came out with this new division for like a Ms. at the
Okay.
state level.
Okay.
So I could be
Cool.
divorced and have children and compete. And so I took advantage of it. And it
Was
was
that not a
a lot of
thing
fun.
before? Were you not allowed to do that before?
There were local level Ms. divisions,
Okay.
but there was nothing state level. And now
Okay.
they have a national. There's a national Ms.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
because a
Cool.
lot of like, and pageantry is like we could do an entire show on pageantry, and
Oh,
maybe we
totally.
should.
We will. Why not?
Why not? So,
The people will want to know.
oh my God, give them the information.
We got to give them
Um, so
the
there are tons of different like organizations for
right.
pageantry,
Right.
and some of them had Ms.
Okay.
division, which Ms. basically means like 21 and above
Okay.
can or like can be divorced, can be single with or without children. So basically it's like
Anyone.
any woman above 21,
Okay.
because Miss MISS is
You can never
usually
be married,
right, is
right?
usually 18 to 25, and
Oh.
you cannot be married, have ever been married, and you cannot have
Oh.
any children.
Okay.
So
I got
so
to ask Scandal. How many women hide marriages or do something
hmm,
so that they can still compete until they're 25?
that's a very good
Or
question.
how many people just have kids and they're like, sorry, I can't marry you because I'm a beauty queen or something like that. Like, do you think there's scandal in that?
Oh.
I mean,
Oh,
there's scandal everywhere.
there's scandal
So,
everywhere. Yeah, there's definitely beauty pageant scandal.
yeah.
Like, yeah, like there's high drama in the
Oh,
beauty
I
pageant
bet.
world.
Because it's like a
Yeah.
big sorority, but you're all competing against
Yeah.
each other.
Yeah. And like
Yeah.
sometimes it's really great and there's not any issues. And then sometimes you show up and you're like, oh, I need some popcorn because this is about to be a
you just
show.
you just want to
Like
like
you just
pull a chair into the
know.
corner and just
Yeah.
watch.
And some of the women
That'd
really
be
get
fun.
bad reputations. Like
Oh, I
they really
bet.
do. Yeah. So Ms. 21 and over, married,
Okay.
not married, children, not children, is like sort of like making a comeback.
All right.
So
That's awesome.
I did the Ms. division for Ms. West Virginia,
Nice.
and it was a
Nice.
lot of fun, but it was tough, and I
Yeah.
didn't win,
Yeah.
which is it was a rough day because it was like a very cathartic experience for me.
Mm.
Yeah, because I had not competed in 2 years, and all of these women knew me as a Mrs. And like I had finalized
Oh.
like a very minute number of them knew what I was going through. Like,
Okay.
because I wasn't like walking around all the time like getting divorced, leaving my marriage.
Right. Right. You don't want to
Like
like blast it.
right. Yeah.
Right.
So a very minute number of them knew what was going on. So like they were all
Okay.
kind of surprised when I was like, I'm coming in as Ms. They were like, oh. And yeah, so it was like, don't call it a comeback sort of moment.
Right.
And then,
Right.
but it being basically the first year of this, like it was tough. Like it was
Yeah.
really tough. It was really rough. And so like I had a few cathartic moments backstage. I didn't turn into the big drama queen, but like my people were like so supportive.
That's
They were like,
awesome.
yeah, they were like, I can't believe you did this. Like, that is amazing. Like, you did. And like, especially after, everything I had been through, they were like, I cannot like believe that you did this.
I
Like,
bet
that is spectacular.
it is spectacular because I think it takes a lot for someone in our age group, for a woman in our age group to really, really
Yeah.
find the empowerment to just
Yeah.
go do something that they love without
And
judgment.
I didn't post a lot about why it was so tough, but basically it I was competing against 22 and 23-year-old girls.
Yeah, which I found when you and I talked about that before,
Yeah.
I found that very odd that like, but they like, what did
But
they
it's open.
rush to
Like,
get married so that they could compete in the Miz so that they weren't up against 19-year-olds, right? Like,
right.
weren't they
So
trying
like
to,
there's one particular pageant organization in our state which is very popular with that age group, the 18 to 25. And
yeah.
so a lot of these women are women for that title, and then this one opened and they saw an opportunity, and you can't
Right.
exclude them.
You can't.
So
Yeah, they got to be eligible.
yeah, and they were eligible, and so there were 5 of us. I was the only one, I think.
Wow.
uh I mean, I think mid-20s was the next closest age.
Wow.
No children.
Wow. You were the only
And
one there with children?
there was one other younger woman, early 20s, in my age group who had a child. Only one. I
God,
have
Meg.
4. And just so we're all aware of what we're discussing about, there's a swimsuit competition.
Oh, yeah. So all of them are
Yeah.
like, yeah, what's the big deal? I'll just like work out every day, like 4
Yeah.
times a day.
Oh
And
my
you're like,
God.
yeah, I
I'm
have
just,
children.
they're like, I had pasta last night and it doesn't matter. And I'm like, really? Because I looked at a fucking Twinkie and gained 7 pounds.
Right. I walked in to a pizza
Yeah.
place. I didn't even order the pizza, nor did I taste
I
it, but I walked in.
I drove past a
drove
Pizza Hut
by it, and it
and
just,
my
I
ass grew
looked
2
down.
sizes.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
was bad. It was terrible.
So it was like, and but the thing was like swimsuit was, other than interview, like interview went really well for me.
Yeah. Oh,
And
I
then
bet, because you're older and wiser compared to these
oh,
people. So
okay,
you're like,
so
I can hold a conversation and an interview.
it's so tough because I still want to compete, so I can't say a whole lot of things.
Oh, yeah. You don't want to like give away any information.
Oh,
Don't throw anybody under the bus, Meg. That might.
I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna, like, because the girl, and I'll call her a girl because she's at least 10 years younger than me. She
Yeah.
deserved it. No, like she deserved it,
Oh,
and it
that's
was
the
great.
winner. This is the
Yeah,
winner.
the winner.
Okay.
And like, and it's very fair judging. Like I am not discrediting judging or any of the competition parts or the contestants. Like that's not,
Right.
I was just completely shocked and overwhelmed by the category because I was really hoping to have more people in my demographic and it just didn't feel like that. And
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
actually what I have committed myself to doing this year is getting more women in my demographic to compete in that
Nice.
competition because
Nice.
I have tons of girlfriends who
So
would qualify.
instead of just being like, all right, this is what it is, I have to compete against
Yeah,
these. No, what you do is, yeah,
right.
you turn it
No,
into, I'll
right.
recruit the
Yes.
women in my
Because
category.
I feel very passionate about the fact that that is a division that should be open to the women like me.
Yeah, and I think it
Because
probably needs representation, right? Because
yeah,
it
and
sounds like it's kind of not represented fairly.
there are tons of other organizations and different pageants for that age group. Like
Yeah.
they have opportunities. What I would like to see happen is more of who I am in that competition, and
Right.
so that's what I have kind of committed myself to. So
That's awesome.
I don't feel like the judging was unfair. I don't feel like there was any animosity towards the other contestants. It's just like one of these things was not like the
Yeah.
other. Like,
Yeah.
so, and that was me. I was the sore thumb. Like, I was
Right.
not, yeah. And so she's awesome. She's amazing. She definitely deserved it. It's just like when I compare notes about things, I'm like, I was not in the same level of competition because I was so different.
Yeah, it just didn't make any sense to be
No,
put.
it
It was apples
didn't.
and oranges, and it just
It
didn't make
really
any
was.
sense.
And I was
So,
the only orange. It was like a
yeah,
bushel of apples and an orange. And they're like,
yeah.
we can go ahead and throw that one out because that doesn't even fit.
Well, oranges are prettier and they don't get bruises, and
And
they
they're juicy.
and they're really juicy. Okay, well, we got to wrap up pretty soon because
Okay.
my listeners only hang on for like 52 minutes because I don't know, they all got stuff going on. But before we go, we have to discuss what we're drinking because it's really important
Okay.
to let
All right.
people know. So you go first. Let everybody know
Um,
what you're drinking.
I've got my bottle here. So I have, let's see if
Ooh,
I can get it. Okay, there we go. So there we go. Chateau Saint Michel, which is one of my favorite
nice.
wineries. I love their sweet late harvest Riesling.
Is that a local or is
Good.
it somewhere else?
No, that's a I want to say it's California.
Probably California.
Columbia
Feeling
Valley.
a lot of wine comes from California.
I got some things
I
going
think
up there.
even if it's not from California, you can be like, no, I'm pretty sure it's from California, and
It's
no
from
one will
California.
question you. Yeah, no one's gonna question you.
Washington State.
Oh, cool. Okay. Well, there
Okay,
you
so
go. We're very
but
diverse here.
but Chateau Saint Michel is a really great winery. I love them. They have a really great late harvest sweet Riesling, which
Nice.
is really fantastic.
Ooh,
So
yum.
if you were still in the drinking White Zinfandel stage of your life,
Yeah.
try a
Those
late
would be the
harvest.
miss. Those would be the miss pageants. Those would be the white
So
Zinfandel.
try a late harvest sweet Riesling. It's a very
Nice.
good transition wine, and it makes you sound like you got some
Oh,
things going on in your life. But
nice.
this is
Nice.
actually a Cabernet Sauvignon, and it's an Indian Wells. I'm not sure what that means, but it was a
I don't
little
know either.
pricier.
Sounds fancy.
It sounds fancy. And we had pasta tonight.
Oh,
Um,
nice. Red wine with pasta.
yeah, so
Um,
I wanted, like, for whatever reason, like my Kroger here in town is not awesome with their wine selection, but they're
sure.
usually decent. But they had no Chianti.
Do you like Chianti?
I do.
I don't particularly care for it.
I like
Is it
I
too,
mean, I
Chianti is
would
more of a dry, right?
I would suck the alcohol out of a antiseptic wipe.
Would you inject disinfectant into your bloodstream? That is the true question here.
I passed second grade, so no.
So no. No, Chianti in my experience has always been really, really super dry. And maybe I'm misremembering because maybe it's
I
a sweet
like
wine. Isn't it like a dinner wine, like an after
It's a dinner
dinner
wine. It's
wine?
like, yeah, it's like a dinner wine, but like it has to be with like the right dinner. I mean, that's why like
Okay.
Hannibal Lecter
Like
served it with
fervor beans and
fava
rice. Yeah.
beans,
Whatever it is before you kill someone, that's what you drink. Yeah.
liver and fava beans.
Liver.
Hey,
That's
I gotta
right.
go with a nice Chianti and fava beans.
Exactly.
Um, I just feel like if I'm gonna have Italian, I need Chianti.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
Maybe I
and
need
I
to
made
maybe I need to like I need to retry it. I don't know.
So I
It'll be
made
good.
homemade lasagna. And so I was like, I want Chianti. But so my store didn't have any Chianti.
Oh yeah. So it's a
And
disappointing when you
so,
go and you can't find the wine.
right. So I
But
got Cabernet Sauvignon, Indian Wells, Chateau Saint Michel.
nice.
So,
What
yeah,
year is yours?
2016.
And the alcohol content in that?
I know, I heard
It's
your whole
very
thing about
important. It's
your
very
thing.
important.
14 and a half.
Shit, girl.
And I think this was like 16-ish
Okay,
dollars.
listen, can you just take a picture of that bottle? You send that to me later after we're done
I'll send it.
because
Yeah, there,
I'm
right
gonna need
there,
to
right
look for
there.
that.
Okay,
14
everybody.
and a half.
Wow.
Is that in general, like most cabs, I think are higher
They're pretty
alcohol
heavy.
content.
Yeah, they're pretty
Yeah.
heavy.
Yeah.
I took a whole semester on wine and spirits, and I think the only thing I remember is getting drunk in class. So
What
I
else
don't
would you
know.
do when you take a class on wine and spirits?
I don't
I would
know.
think that's called research. It's called science, Meg.
I have an
It's
advanced degree.
research.
I have an advanced degree in
Advanced
drinking.
degree in drinking. I am drinking one of my favorites. Is Apothic Rosé,
I
and
love Apothic.
it is from California. It's a vintage 2018.
Ooh.
I know. Don't be
Should
jealous.
we have?
This is only 13%.
Yeah.
But Apothic's great on a hot day because you don't get like you don't get like
Apothic
completely slaughtered from it.
Apothic has a really good red blend.
They do have a good red blend,
Because
and I believe they have a good Pinot as well, Pinot Noir.
I am
think
going.
I've had it.
So Pinot Noir is my favorite.
Yeah, that's mine too. It's my go-to. I feel like you hit a certain age and you go from because everybody tries wine. They're like, oh, the Chardonnay, because that's like what you do.
Oh,
And
God,
then you're
no.
like, this is
Chardonnay.
disgusting, and I don't
Yeah.
want it, and I need chapstick because it just dried out so
The
bad. Oh my God.
Chardonnay is my 911 call.
Yeah.
Like my best friend and I have this code.
Wait, like legit, like if you text somebody Chardonnay, that's like when you need a ride home or something.
Like if we're out at a bar and a guy is sitting on me and I'm like, I'll take the Chardonnay. She's like, gotta get you out of here.
Like we gotta go. Sorry.
Yeah. Yeah,
Oh, that's
like you
good.
have been kidnapped and you need help.
I love that.
Because
I
I do
love
not
that.
like Chardonnay. I don't like Chardonnay.
Yeah, I don't like it
So,
either.
and then, so my backup bottle, which I opened apparently last night, I took a bath. Like I needed
I
a
love that you have
bath.
two bottles just right in front of you, like just in case. This is great. I love it.
So there was a TikTok clip that I heard that I want to use where it's like, I don't want to flex, but like I was an alcoholic before quarantine. Like
Yeah, that's
hardcore truth.
true. Yeah.
So I have this one and I can't quite
How do you
pronounce
even pronounce that?
E-
Eluan?
El Elawan. I think it's
Eluan?
Elawan.
I think if
Yeah,
you say it with an accent, it sounds good.
I have a
Eluan.
minor in French.
Okay. That's
So can't pronounce that.
Ziprince
Elawan.
wine? I don't know.
Pinot Noir from Oregon, 2017.
Nice.
Let's
I'm
see.
going north with these wines.
13.6.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I have an Oregon fascination. Ooh. Maybe
Nice.
that's like because you
Is
know
that
my
episode
history.
2? Should we
That's
do?
like yeah, because you know my history, right? Like
Well, no.
Oregon.
Do we need to
Yeah,
get into that next time?
I think we need to save Oregon for next time.
Okay.
Like,
Okay.
if you think about it,
Were you in like the
if you
Donner
think about
Party
it.
on the Oregon Trail?
Like no, okay.
Were
So
you a survivor?
remember "Thank You Next"? The lyrics, the "Thank You
Yeah.
Next." Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
The first line.
Now you put me on the spot for an
No.
Ariana Grande song?
Yeah. No. Okay. So, but the Oregon connection.
I don't remember.
Okay.
No.
We'll have to go there next time.
Okay, that's the next episode, definitely.
And that's the cliffhanger.
That is the cliffhanger. So now everybody needs to tune in next time Meg's on the show, or any other time, because maybe she'll make a surprise guest appearance.
I would love it. I would love it. You and Paul should dial me in sometime.
We should, and then we'll just be like, we want to hear about Oregon, and then it'll just be go time. So you just better be ready. We'll just let you know. All right. Well, thank you so much for coming.
Thank you for having me on.
I know you had to travel super far to your bedroom.
To my bedroom and lock the safety door.
And lock the door twice and put a chair up to the door handle. But that's okay.
I did. They're out there screaming right now.
Yeah, I did the same thing. So that this whole thing is going to have backgrounds. I'm telling all of my listeners, like, listen, you're going to hear my kids upstairs. You're going to hear whatever.
Quarantine podcast.
Yeah,
whatever.
This is quarantine. This is how it works. I mean, Jimmy Fallon has his daughters roasting him during his live show. So I figure if he can get away with it, so can we.
True.
Well, thanks so much. It was good talking to you. I look forward to the next time.
Cheers.
I'm the Winey Girl. Go see Meg or Dagger on TikTok. And we will talk to you next time. Bye.